Hi everybody, it's Chloe. Two quick things before I start this video. One is that I am outside because the lighting is way better than in my house. So if you hear a lawnmower or a dog or anything crazy like that, please just ignore. If it gets really bad, I will restart. So, today I'm doing a video all about color. And sort of in like a different sense, a little bit of like rainbow talk and like how colors correspond, but also sort of how to choose colors for yourself. So before I get started here, I do kind of want to point out that everything I'm going to say is my own opinion about color and what works best for me, and I'll get into why it might be a little different than some other people's. But please do not, I'm not an expert, I'm not even an official makeup artist, I just do this for fun, but this is sort of how the method I'm going to tell you for choosing colors that match your skin tone and your eye color and yada yada, all that stuff, is just what I go by. So if you have any questions, you can find me on Instagram or leave a comment below. But basically, this is just sort of what works for me, and I will explain why it's a little different in just a little bit. So first thing is that a lot of people talk about how you either have warm or cool tones to your skin. I always wondered about that, like as a teen when I first started doing makeup and stuff, and I kind of just would, go to the drugstore and pick a foundation that I thought looked good, test on the back of my hand when I got home. 50-50 I was right, 50-50 I wasn't. So I looked into it, and I always felt like I couldn't really find out whether I was warm or cool toned. They tell you that if you have warm toned skin, the way that you can tell is by looking at your veins, and if they look slightly greenish, that means that you're warm toned. And you can tell if you're cool toned by if you look at your veins and they're either blue or purplish in tone. I always felt like when I looked at mine, they're sort of on the blue/purple side, but I also see some that are green, and I also feel like I see some that just don't really have a color at all. They're the same color as my skin. Not until very recently did I look up what this actually means, and there's a third kind of skin tone that is called neutral. That's what I have. So it's a lot broader, and I think it's a lot more rare. At least I haven't talked to that many people who are neutral skin tone. I heard from most friends that I have that they're either warm or cool, and it was pretty easy for them to figure it out. So then the reason I'm making this video is because I kind of feel like as a person with a neutral skin tone, there's not a lot of talk about how to choose colors for yourself. They say that when you have a neutral skin tone, that most of the websites and articles that I've read about it or videos I've watched just say something along the lines of like, if you have neutral skin tone, you can wear any color, it doesn't matter. I found that's not true. There are colors that do not look good on me. So I just kind of wanted to make like a video to describe to all the people that might have a neutral skin tone, A, how you can tell, and B, sort of like how to choose colors that work best for you, because it might not be every color, and I've done it before. I wear a look with a color and I do the whole thing. I'm all about like rainbows and also color blocking. So like I might do a whole orange look, or I might do a rainbow look and with my clothes and then a bright color on my eye. And I've worn colors before where I was like, ooh, that's not my color. But I thought since I was a neutral that it was. So this video is kind of going to show you my method of how I choose colors. So I'm just going to get my little clipboard here. So how to deal with a neutral skin tone is my point here. The way that I find is you gotta find two colors that work for you. Obviously more is totally fine. Like I said, I like to wear rainbows. So sometimes I will wear, I actually have an example here. Sometimes I will wear something like this. This is my favorite fanny pack, all rainbow. Super cute, but again, this is kind of like a niche item. I would wear this maybe if I was either wearing an all rainbow outfit. I have a rainbow ensemble that sort of like works well together because it's all crazy pieces, or if I was just wearing like all white, gray, black, sort of a neutral outfit, I would put this as like the color piece over it. So that's kind of tough, but if you're not super into rainbows and you just want to have two main colors that you wear, besides neutrals of course, I'm excluding neutrals from this, I'm talking like actual colors here. What I say is you need a main and a secondary color. And again, this is all for neutral skin. This could potentially apply to warm and cool as well, but for me, this is with my neutral skin, this is what I do to choose what I want to have. So that kind of brings me to the makeup that I have on my eyes. So I'll lean in a little bit. I have red on the top, reddish pink, and then blue on the bottom. And I'll get a little more into this look later. I also sort of red sweater, I have a blue necklace, yada yada, I have blue eyes. But the thing is, so red is my main color, the color that is the opposite, so brings out your natural eye color. So this is all based around eye color for me. And then the secondary color is the color that matches your eyes. So for me, that's blue. In my opinion, what I think this does when you use a main color that's the opposite of your eye color, so for example, if you are green-eyed, then purple would look great on you, right? And then green accents with that would look awesome, you know what I mean? So for me, people always tell me I look really good in red and blue. That's kind of how I figured it out, that those are my main and secondary colors. So red is my main color, and I know it sounds kind of counterintuitive, but like the main is the opposite of your eye color, and then the secondary is similar to your eye color. I don't have a eyeliner or eyeshadow that exactly matches my eye color because I kind of have like a grayish blue, but I find that blues help complement my eye color a lot, especially when I wear reds that bring it out. So choosing the main and the secondary colors for yourself is nice because then you can sort of like base your outfits or even your wardrobe, if you don't know what to buy, on those two colors as either your main or accent pieces. So for example, if I was going to wear like a sweater like this, which I do have slightly redder sweaters, but but this is the one I wanted to wear today. Excuse me. So what I would pair with this is something that, of course, it's just so funny I'm grabbing it. This is one of my favorite scarves, and it has both my secondary and my main color in it. So red, my main color. This is a brighter red than the sweater, so it kind of like matches, but it's a little bit funky. This is more of a fall look, but I was chilly today, so I wear a turtleneck. It's super soft, sorry. Matches my eyeshadow though. And then this also has different blues in it. The dark blue is the background, and then there's this like lighter blue here. So this is a great piece that I love to wear all the time because it has both my colors in it. So then I would likely, if I was going somewhere like very casual, I would just wear like bring a neutral bag like this. This is my favorite black and white shoulder bag. It has gold little accents. But I would likely bring something like this just because it would make the look less crazy. However, if I wanted to accentuate it a little bit more, I would wear a bag, again, in one of my colors. This is one of my favorite bags. So beautiful. It has these like really chunky chains that also has the blue in there. It's so bright. It's like a fake patent leather situation. Lots of inside pockets. Love it. So good. But yeah, so I would wear this if I was like trying to make more of a statement. Maybe jeans, maybe like khaki skinny jeans. Ooh, that would look cute. And then like black boots. Yeah, that's what I would wear. Okay. So this bag is great. And so then say, for example, you are wearing a very neutral outfit. So maybe a black and white dress, or just some sort of a gray outfit, or even an olive green is considered a neutral. You know, army green kind of. You can wear a bag like this. This is my favorite funky bag. It has like birds, and it's all metallic. Birds and branches is on the front, is just sort of like a pattern, very geographic pattern. Gold chain, purple strap. It's got a lot of, it has blue and some reddish colors in it, so my main and secondary color. And then it also has my personal favorite color. So I guess that's the third color you could have if you wanted to add another one but not go rainbow. My favorite color is purple, so I have this as like an accent color for some pieces. It's in the fanny pack, it's in this, so it kind of just like would tie other outfits together. And again, I wouldn't be wearing a shirt like this, I'd be wearing more of a neutral outfit if I decided to use this bag. So then if I was wearing, say, like a blue outfit, I would maybe go ahead and wear this scarf again, but then use a bag like this. So like a red bag. This was my grandmother's, actually. It's a beautiful vintage Coach bag, all leather, that I love so much. It's such an heirloom for my family. So yeah, I would wear something like this. It honestly looks even more brilliant on camera than it does in person. Like, the red in this is so wonderful, and in my opinion, it brings out my eyes a hell of a lot. It's hard to tell with the eyeshadow I have on now, but that's a good segue into the eyeshadow. So basically what I did is I did red and pinkish tones on top and then blue on the bottom. And the thing about your main and secondary colors is that it doesn't have to just be like the exact red that brings out your eyes the most, or the exact blue that matches your eyes. It's just the whole shade family. So I have personally 3 different blue eyeliners that I like to use. This one is like a bright electric blue. I did not use that one today. I used this one today on my top lid, which is a navy blue, and then I used this one on my bottom lid, which is a teal. This one's my favorite. I'll show you. I need to sharpen it, but this is like literally the most beautiful color. Here. Look at that. I know it's on my eyes and you can definitely see it, but like I just love the way it looks on your hand. It's so nice. So anyway, that's eyes, and these are probably what I use. I love blue eyeliner. I don't know why. I wore it when I was a teenager, skipped it in college, but now that I'm doing makeup again in like the past probably couple years, I just love it. I think it's so pretty, and I think on blue eyes it's not overwhelming. With brown eyes it honestly looks so good, but it's a bolder look, so if people don't like that, I understand. But for me with blue eyes, I feel like it never looks crazy, because it just kind of matches my eyes, like I said, since it's my secondary color. So there you go. So then I'm just going to quickly go over the products that I used on my face for the entire look before we wrap up. I primed my face with an e.l.f. primer, the hydrating one. I love that. My highlighter and slight contour was with the e.l.f. illuminating palette. Good one. I've talked about e.l.f. before. It's my favorite brand. I think even my old videos where I'm like literally a tween, I talk about e.l.f. as well. This is my favorite e.l.f. blush in Always Cheeky. It's their primer infused blush. Looks so good. And I put that on top of the e.l.f. monochromatic multi-stick in Shimmering Guava. Love that one. Very good. The eyeshadow I used as the base is just one from Sephora. What is this called? It's called Vampire Lovers. Weird. Wow, I used a lot of e.l.f. products. The other e.l.f. product I used is the Camo Concealer. Just a little bit on my face and then to cover my lids to make the eyeshadow brighter. I also used a Maybelline Lash Sensational Curvitude Mascara. I don't use the brush in this though. I use my own spoolies, like this. It's way more hygienic. And then the lipstick I used is this one from Color Your World in Dreamer. These are awesome. They're hand poured and it goes to a charity. Every lipstick is for a different charity. And this, again, I love because it matches my undertones very well. So to wrap it up, how it works to choose your skin tone colors, you're going to go for your secondary and your main color. Your secondary color is just your eye color. The main color is going to be the one that that accents your eye color the best. So for me, it's red. Again, like I said before, if you have green eyes, it's purple, etc. So after that, you can just choose either your favorite colors and find a way to incorporate them into your look, like I showed with the bag. And then really for people with a neutral skin tone, it's just trial and error. I try to always buy sample products first, even for things that are colors that I think I love, because sometimes I love it on other people who appear to have the same skin tone as me. I love it on myself. I love it on the swatch in the store with all their amazing lighting. You know how Sephora is. And then I bring it home and I hate it. It looks weird. I feel like I can't wear it out in public, and I'm like, damn, now I have this whole thing of a color. So always do samples first, especially if you're in Sephora or Ulta. Just ask. They'll usually give you one or let you try it, and they'll like do different lighting with you. I had someone do that one time because I knew that it wasn't quite right with an eyeshadow, but I did buy it. So that is everything. I'm going to sort of put the description and a photo of my little list here of how to choose the right colors to go with your skin tone. Things that you can get color-wise, obviously eyeshadow and liner, blush and lipstick, but also mascara. Don't forget about that. You can do blue, turquoise. I even have magenta mascara, actually. It's really comfy, but it's legit pink. And the last thing is just do whatever you want. If you feel like it looks good on you, then it looks good on you. You're totally right. It's all about your personal preference. Especially when you have a neutral skin tone, it kind of is less obvious sometimes. So if you feel like it's too much, that's fine. toss it, give it to a friend who has a warmer, cool skin tone that you know it'll work with. But if you like it, that's all that matters. So that is my advice for how to choose colors for your skin tone. And if you have any questions, find me on Instagram, Chloe French Fries. Thanks so much.